Hello Pisces, welcome to your bonus reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Five of Cups. You're somebody who tries to be very optimistic. I think that you know that life is a series of ups and downs, that there are wins and losses. There is pleasant and unpleasant energy coming in all the time. I think that you always try to be hopeful. You always try to be very cheerful and very positive. Sometimes it's hard, though. Sometimes we can't be. Sometimes we're just not feeling cheerful. And for somebody to come along and say, hey, just be happy, is kind of one of the most offensive things, right? It's like, no, let me feel how I feel. If we're feeling down, if we're feeling a little bit pessimistic or feeling a little bit sad today, that's okay, right? And we should not try to necessarily pull ourselves out of it or deny it or repress those feelings. They come upon us like a wave. We feel it, the wave goes out. We have to honor how we feel even when we're not feeling all that happy, okay? There's a reason why we have a range of emotions. Yeah. And so if we're feeling sad or disappointed about something, is it because you wish that there was something here that is not here? Something that should be there but isn't. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what's going on. There's the Strength card, the Love card, the Interference card, the Empress card, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it could be that there is the idea that there should be more, I think, depth in life right now, right? That life is feeling a little bit like, where's the meaning? That there's kind of a shallow feeling in life, that there's just kind of like, we're just on the surface. It's like we want to go deep. We want to really feel. We want to really experience love and connection and satisfaction and beauty and joy and all these things. And it really is taking everything that you've got to sort of persist in the way that we've been going. And we've got this, of course, our Nine of Wands, our Strength card, right? Despite the disappointment, there is strength to continue moving forward and searching for that love and that depth and that meaning that we want, which is down here in this double water energy, right? And it may seem that with the interference there behind you, it may seem that at every turn, every time we start to feel as if we're getting closer, something may happen. Something interferes with our experience of love and joy and pleasure and sort of maybe success, right? Whatever all of those kind of words mean to you. Now, Pisces, if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. We're going to put the rest of our cards on the table. We've got a Prince of Swords, a Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and an Ace of Pentacles. I think life's about to get very, very good. Okay? I feel that what is missing from your life right now, despite the challenges and the obstacles and the setbacks and the interference, you are persisting and you are searching and you are discovering. This is kind of like a pot of gold. This is a jackpot that you're discovering in the emotional waters here. And I think with the Empress and the Two of Cups above and below you, I think that you really are going to achieve the happy and satisfying life that you wish for. Okay? You have to have the strength to continue searching Without this card, we are sort of losing steam. We're slowing down. This is almost an energy that sort of gives up. You know, it's just the ocean is so big, and there's already been so much interference, so much tangled, fishing lines that I'm never going to get what I need. I'm never going to find that which really satisfies me. This horizontal path is kind of bleak, right? But the strength to persist, I think, is what is really going to propel you over here to the path of the serpent, which is really a lot of earth energy, a lot of really practical things happening in your life that are going to bring you a lot of joy and satisfaction. Spirit's telling me that you write poetry, and that you play an instrument, or you used to play an instrument, right? These are some of the things that we need to continue doing. Pick up your instrument, pick up your pen, start writing, start drawing, start creating. Italian food is very important to you too. I don't know why that's being brought up, but there's this idea of discovering what you like and doing more of it. What is missing from your life? Perhaps it is joy, right? Perhaps it is the strength to continue pursuing what you really truly want and desire and what you aspire to in life. The strength to continue pursuing the happy life, even in those moments where we're not feeling all that happy, we're not feeling all that encouraged, right? Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. Someone in your life is a very picky eater. I don't know if you're the picky eater, but somebody is very, very picky about their food. Here's Bubo, the mechanical owl, on top of that mystery card. We're going to look at that at the end. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments down below. All right, let's use our intuition. Let's look around the room here. We have two major arcana cards, the Empress and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the energy that we don't want. The Hierophant is somebody or something or some institution or dogma or doctrine or culture or family thing or anything really in the entire universe that's telling us what is sacred, telling us what we should revere, telling us what we should aspire to achieve, or telling us what should feel good to us. Right? Maybe you are the picky eater, and in other words, maybe you do not want to pursue things that everybody else kind of say you should want, or what society tells you should like, or what you're being sort of taught is a sacred and worthwhile thing to want in your life. You're a picky eater. You want to eat what you want. You want to eat those things that you like. You want to consume and nourish your soul. We're talking about soul nourishment here. You want to nourish yourself on what is truly meaningful to you and not what the convention is sort of dictating to you. Okay? I think that's why the Hierophant is in this position of what we don't want. Okay? The Empress, on the other hand, is what we do want. This is what we're hoping for. We want a life that is feeding us. We contribute to it, and we get something out of it, and we feel nourished. You're tending a garden here. This is a paradise. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's intensely rewarding. We don't want to put in all of this effort into something, like a 9 of Wands may be showing us. Put in all this effort into something and still feel disappointed in the, not only in the results, but in the doing. Right? Putting in all this effort into something and it does not feel worthwhile. It does not feel good. Well, maybe that's because it's the influence from the Hierophant. We're doing what we're being told we should feel good doing, but there's no joy here, right? If we put our effort into that Empress energy, then we're really feeling joy. Then it doesn't matter what the outcome is. We're having fun doing it. We're putting our effort into building a life that feels good to just be here living. Okay? Just being here living. And I guess to get that, we have to go into this Queen of Cups and really discover what it is that we want. How do your desires and aspirations and what you are attracted to and what you wish and want for in your life, how does that differ from what the Hierophant is telling you? How do we distinguish between what am I just kind of regurgitating from the world, and what do I actually really want? Well, maybe we have to go out and sort of go shopping, you know? Maybe it's the idea that we've got to go out and figure out what we like. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself to the movies. Take yourself shopping. Get to know yourself. This is all about emotional transparency, lifting the veil of our own heart. Figure out what we want, what really means something to us. What do we want to eat? Maybe we've been confused rather for a while. We don't know what we like anymore. I don't know, I have this impression of the Italian food and someone being a very picky eater. Maybe you're the one that doesn't like Italian food. Why have you been eating it for so long? And that's what we need to figure out about ourselves is, what am I doing that I really don't like it? And then what can I do more of that I really do like? That really does make me feel like I'm living my life and not a life that's been sort of programmed for me, And this may involve really just going out and literally going shopping, finding out what things you like. Take yourself out, right? And see what it is, what kind of things attract you. What kind of things do you want to, something catches your eye. Oh, I want to go look at this thing. Maybe we begin with these very sort of obvious and sort of surface level things. And that's part of the Queen of Cups here, is that there is the surface level of the water, which just reflects the light, right? So the surface level desires, it's not us. We're just reflecting what society wants. We're just reflecting the light. We go a little bit deeper, we're in the shallow end. Okay, what do I like to eat? What do I like to wear? What kind of clothes do I want? What kind of jewelry do I like? What kind of colors, do I want around me? What kind of scents and aromas and perfumes do I like? To understand those very simple impressions that you prefer. And of course, that takes us a little bit deeper. We go to the deep end of the pool. We start understanding, what do I really like in life? Do I want to have a big, busy and successful life, a lot of friends, big networks of people, and big response? Do I want a simple life? And it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. We understand these things about ourselves, what we truly want, what we will truly feel satisfied doing in life. Not having, but doing. And it may start with having. Well, I know I like muted, earthy colors. I like to wear a watch. I like my necklaces. I have a great many different necklaces. But it's about, the objects at first. But it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. We start to understand why we like those things, and we get to know ourselves. It's really about getting to know ourselves. Lifting the veil. It's about emotional transparency, radical self-acceptance, and self-love. That's the way forward for you right now. And that's going to take you to this empress, this paradise, this big rock candy mountain. All of this water you're tapping into is what is going to grow this garden. Okay? And behind you with the Eight of Swords, there's been a lot of interference with your plans. I think as soon as we start getting on the right path, something happens. Okay? Something kind of gets in the way. There's other responsibilities, other contingencies in life that sort of prevent us from really taking a deep dive into our own soul here. And these are always going to be there, these kinds of, the interference with our plans. Okay? But the problem is that we get wrapped up in these. And we start worrying about these even when they're not happening. We think we worry about them before they happen, and then we're sort of stuck ruminating on them after they happen. And so our life is consumed by this worry and this thought and this rumination, and we end up paralyzed. Okay? So the idea here is to deal with life the way it needs to be dealt with, do what you got to do, and spend all of the rest of the time. Let's get through these problems as fast as we can, as efficiently as we can, so we can get back to exploring our heart, right? The mind is going to have to be deployed to solve some problems. Let's solve them and be done with them. And we get to our soul investigation here, the depths, the real depths of ourselves. And really the Two of Cups is you discovering what you love, what you want to connect to, what you desire, what feels good, what are you attracted to. This is what you're learning about yourself when we do that deep dive. And then on the path of the serpent, we see that we are then beginning those new activities. We're doing those things. It may begin with an obstacle to overcome. It may begin with an object that we acquire. But then it leads not so much to the acquisition of objects that please us, but the act of living our lives, the act of pursuing the work that we want to be doing. And when I say work, I'm basically just talking about anything you're burning calories doing. It's not about the result. It's about the process. It's about the activity. It's about the movement of yourself, And that really is our Three of Pentacles in the environment. It's about what you're pushing hard to do, the way that you're approaching your life, your work, your activities. Life is in the doing, not in the having. Okay? At first, it may be about the rewards, and you have to know kind of what you want so you know sort of where to apply yourself. But then we start taking a real deep joy. We start to realize that the joy is in the work itself and not in the paycheck at the end of the day, or really the fun thing is the shopping, not in all the stuff you buy and you take home. You're like, I'm never going to wear this, The joy is in the process of doing it. And I think that's what this card is talking about. It's all about the work itself, right? The fixed air energy with the Prince of Swords is a commitment that we make to ourselves, okay? Just like the Nine of Wands is a bit of resilience, right? That when we're in a Five of Cups state, we can recover and we can keep doing what we need to do. And we can keep on keeping on when we have to. But having this deeper commitment to yourself then puts us in the realm of this water energy and Empress energy. Okay? And it's not really a shift of life. It's a shift of your focus in life and a shift of what is really important to you. I think what's important to you now is less and less Hierophant, more and more Empress. Okay? Now, there is a connection with horses in your life. I don't know what the horse connection is. Maybe you ride horses, or that's something that is important and meaningful to you. Yeah. The Prince of Swords is a fixed air energy where we are now focused. We have our sights set on that Empress instead of that Hierophant. We're living lives for ourselves rather than for anything else, right? And this doesn't have to be a selfish kind of thing. We have kids, we have responsibilities, we live our lives for other people, yes, but we're focused on not living the life that has been sort of written for us by the Hierophant, okay? And so the Ace then becomes the new path, discovering through this investigation what we really like and doing more of that. Your interests, your hobbies, your loves, your desires. Again, at the beginning, it may be a search for an object, but then it becomes the journey. It becomes more and more about the journey. That is really where the depth is found. Okay. Okay, let's look at our mystery card over here. I'd like to see more water energy. Of course, we have a 2 of the Cups. Maybe what about a 9? 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. That's what I want. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see what we have. Oh, a 10 of Cups. Oh, I'll take that too. Yeah, that's good. This is, wow, your life is about to get so good. This is a dream come true. This is really like a life that we just couldn't ask for it to be any better. Right? This is the picture-perfect happiness of life. And we're grateful for this. We're happy here. We're thankful. It's a full life, a satisfying life, which you cannot find If you're doing the Hierophant stuff, you've got to do the Empress stuff. You know. This is absolute satisfaction and fulfillment. All of your cups are filled. Okay? It's no longer a 5 of cups, it's a 10, right? This is extraordinary. I'm very, very pleased with this energy here. We're going to do an extended reading too, if you want to stick around, and I think you should. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Pisces on Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Supports the channel, and I appreciate that. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.